It's a huge privilege to present our honorary graduand, Professor Nancy Kanwisher from the Department of Brain and Cognitive Sciences at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Nancy's scientific impact is apparent in her publication record. She has published over 200 scientific papers that have attracted over 58,000 citations. She has received numerous prizes, including the National Academy of Sciences Trolland Award, the NIH Pioneer Award, and the Golden Brain Award. She was elected to the National Academy of Sciences in 2005, to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences in 2009, and as a corresponding fellow of the British Academy in 2017. Nancy's research investigates the fundamental functions and organization of the human brain. She is most widely identified with the proposal that specific parts of the brain perform specific cognitive functions. Her work in this area is most clearly demonstrated in her 1997 landmark paper, in which she identified an area of the brain that selectively processes faces. This paper has been cited nearly 8,000 times and is the most cited paper in the history of the Journal of Neuroscience. Using the same experimental techniques, Nancy went on to identify other brain areas that selectively process scenes and bodies, and a brain area that is active when we want to understand what someone else is thinking. The University of York is a center of excellence for research in face recognition and functional brain imaging, and the Department of Psychology houses many scientists who have been directly influenced by Nancy's work. We all owe her a considerable debt of gratitude for the work she has done and for the clarity of her exposition. A hallmark of Nancy's approach has been a willingness to subject her own ideas, indeed the ones that formed the bedrock of her career, to continuous testing and retesting. Nancy teaches her students the fundamental importance of scientific rigor, and that wanting an idea to be true doesn't make it true. Nancy was not only willing, but eager to subject her scientific contributions to increasingly rigorous tests. Today, when we are becoming ever more reliant on the power of science to address societal problems, this is unquestionably a model that all of us would do well to follow. Nancy's remarkable scientific achievements stand alongside her extraordinarily successful history of mentoring psychological scientists. Nancy has trained almost 50 doctoral students and postdocs, with many going on to successful scientific careers themselves. Nancy has a unique mentoring style. She is first and foremost a model scientist. Her intellectual curiosity, passion, and devotion are contagious. Those of us fortunate enough to join her lab found ourselves immersed in an active and thriving environment that made us want to be better communicators, better at understanding complex ideas, better at designing experiments that addressed fundamental and important questions, and ultimately better scientists. So, Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present Professor Nancy Kanwisher for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.